afternoon, everybody. This is Free My Cure. My name's Nicola. This is Free My Cure. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Whatever the case may be, one of these years I'll actually get that, all in one and make it sound good. So, today we are going to be reviewing Sour Runtz. It is a 50-50, a 50-50 hybrid. I've got to go someplace else for that. And this is from Nature's Medicine. And I'll tell you what, lately I have been extremely impressed, not only with the concentrates some of the concentrates that I'm getting, not all of them, but a good majority of them, how good they've been. Plus their ability to take responsibility for stuff that goes on. As you guys know, I ended up calling them a few days ago and, sending them a video of an issue, of them putting the wrong stuff in the wrong containers. So, and they didn't really know that was going on because they have a packaging team or place or something that does all of that for them. So they don't always know when it's coming out like this. So, just keep that in mind when you're going ahead in the future. So, right now we're going to be doing Sour Runtz. Look how pretty this concentrate is. My fingernail's lifting. Cool. Better fix that. Now, this is a little sticky. A little sticky, not horribly sticky, just a little sticky. But as you can see, paper is clean. It looks, well, plastic is clean. Looks amazing. There is the wonderful, pretty little concentrate that I squished up in my hand. Okay. So I got another container out because you know how I am right now. We only have the dab straw because your girl here. I'm going to go ahead and throw that right on in there. Put your... No. Good thing I vacuumed. So your girl here, being smart and intelligent, forgot to put the order in for the new banger or bangers. I'm sitting on my thing. And so in doing that, we're still in the straw. So let's go ahead and heat this sucker up. I am going to try to not talk during this time simply because I know it is harder to hear me. But so don't forget to like that thumbs up button. I gotta have that thumbs up button. Don't forget to share and comment on these videos. I am shadow banned by the YouTube algorithm simply because this is a marijuana channel. They don't want it to be out there. So it goes against Big Pharma. It goes against all these other things that we've been talking about recently. So, oh goodness. So I got this morning, and I wanted to show you guys just how beautiful she is. Isn't that pretty? I believe this is a dragon lily. I believe. Then I have this. I'm never gonna get this name correct, so I'm just gonna put it up there. I have this. And look at how beautiful these are. These flowers are so pretty. I think we need to open it. Oh yeah, that's better. So, we have started our exotic plants. So we're going to do a channel with all of those just because of how much fun I'm having with them. Oopsie. So let's go ahead and smoke this beautiful thing here. And I do have a story time for you. I did finally get through to somebody with Grand Design who made our trailer. So you'll love this. I know my torch is very loud. I do apologize for that. this torch works better than anything I've ever used before. So that's why I stick with it. As always, guys, fuck anxiety, fuck depression, fuck COVID. In with the good and out with the bad. You can taste like a berry sweet with a little bit of spice in there. Kind of, it hits the back of your throat a little bit and with a little bit of a burn, but it's not bad. Sorry, I've been having to triple my water intake. And it's actually harder than you think to drink that much water. Because you'll drink it and you'll drink it and then finally you just don't want the taste of it anymore. So yeah, I'm kind of getting to that, but I have to triple my water because of the infections and everything that's going on. I'm like, what the hell? Okay, let's get into this and then we'll do our story time. So this is Sour Runtz Shatter. Yeah, I can see it as a shatter. It's a little moist as far as I feel. A shatter should actually, when you drop it, it should shatter. You should be able to break pieces off, not pull pieces out. So that's kind of what I look at on these. This one, it did fine in the plastic, so I honestly think the plastic is probably a good container for this one, simply because at least we're able to use the rest of what's on that piece of paper. So before I get too far into this, because I will forget, I'm going to go ahead and pull this label off since I'm transferring containers. And I'm really only transferring containers because I'm using the dab straw. It makes it easier. Oh, and I forgot, we have the ability to use the super chats now and the memberships and all that other stuff. What does that mean exactly? I have no freaking idea. So I'm going to go through my little YouTube book tomorrow, and I'm going to get all of this together and learn a little bit about YouTube since I've been on the platform and I am not doing it great at it. So, as always, let's check her out. So, Sour Runtz is 50/50 hybrid. It comes from Zkittlez and Gelato strains. This one's Nature's Medicine. It has about a 19 to a 29% THC level. Again, it's a nice snap and pull. I mean, that's how I would market it personally, but I get the shatter. I mean, it can go either way in my opinion. So this one I've marked as a thickening, stimulating, and creative strain. It's got a really pretty gold quality to the product there. She is named for the iconic Runtz candy. Runtz High comes barreling in a few minutes after your final exhale, starting in your head with a calming lift before tingly goosebumps throughout your entire body as the effects leave you sedated and couch locked, which we always like those strains. The effects of this are calming, hungry, relaxing, sleepy, and uplifted. Medicinally to treat anxiety, depression, loss of appetite, chronic pain, insomnia, nausea, and stress. So that's a great lineup of medicinal qualities and effects that are in this strain. So I think we'll go ahead and smoke one more time, and then we will have the grand design story time. As always, guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button right there on the screen. If you could slam that freaking subscribe button, I would be truly appreciative. We are getting shadow banned by the YouTube algorithm because this is cannabis, and yeah, we all know their stance on that. So. Oh yeah, my hubby's gonna have to clean this thing out. It's just too freaking cool. And I suck at it. He can heat this, or he can do this and clean it out like nobody freaking can do it. So, as always, fuck cancer, fuck anxiety, fuck depression. In with the good and out with the bad. Earlier today, I was doing a record. I was recording for the new segment that we're starting. We're going to be doing an affirmations day, just to kind of help all of us out, to try to, get us all doing good affirmations every morning. And while I was sitting here doing this, there was a guy standing right outside, and I don't know if he was fixing his hair or what, but he was like right there. So if you see a video that looks like somebody stalking from behind, that's what happened. It was so strange. I just kind of shut up and let him do it. He left probably about a minute later. Didn't touch anything, didn't do anything bad. I think he was just, fixing his hair, which was funny. So I'm like, all right, cool. So here comes the lazy day story. So I tweeted Grand Design and Lazy Days because the trailer that we purchased is a lemon for the most part. We've had electrical issues, we have a computer issue. I mean, there's so many problems within this trailer. Now the cap is unlaminating, almost like the word, is unlaminating, and that's a bad thing. My trailer is 2 years old. It was a 2020, and my roof should not be lifting. So I have an issue with that. We've done the research. It's going to cost us $30 grand to put a good roof on this trailer, which I am so not happy about. So I tweeted them, and I said, I got a lemon, and I'm freaking pissed. And they did actually tweet me back by the next morning saying, hey, can you get us, your VIN number? We want to get involved, blah, 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 blah. So I DM'd them the VIN number so that they could have it. And the first time I did it, I sent them the wrong VIN. I sent it to the truck instead of the right one. So the second time, I just took a picture and sent it to her. It turns out that the lady that I dealt with today, whom I absolutely adore, was the same lady that we've dealt with for the last couple of years on the Grand Design side. And they know that these issues exist, and every time we bring the trailer in to Lazy Days, Lazy Days can only fix maybe one thing. And it's not like really big things that they're trying to fix here. It looks like they fixed 2 latches on a window. They fixed a refrigerator lock button. And they fixed a shower door. That is it. In the 7 times that I have taken this trailer in, and we have 3 pages of shit that have to be done. So it's frustrating. It's really, really frustrating. Especially when a company as big as Lazy Days decides that they are too good to take care of their customers. I've even gone to the point of going to Lazy Days and asking for quotes for, I want to change the carpeting out in here. I don't like the carpeting. I want to put the linoleum in. And they won't even get me a quote for that stuff. So I'm just floored. So I contacted her. She contacted me this afternoon. And we had a nice little chat, and we talked, and I adore her. I had to apologize one time for cutting her off. She didn't say anything about it. I don't like doing that, so I apologize for that. But this is the same lady that I spoke to, a year and a half ago, of whom she has been the kindest, sweetest. I think she was almost in tears for me at one time because this has probably been the biggest heartbreak in the world because of all the problems that have gone on. So, but that's neither here nor there. Grand Design is stepping up. Grand Design is he wants to make sure that things are done right. And to this moment, I have not had a return call from Lazy Days. I had a call on Monday from Lazy Days saying, you know, we're paying on collection, because they wanted us to pay for parts that were in and they can't collect on. Well, can't help you there, darling. If you'd have submitted the information, then it would have been fun. Well, throughout all of this, and her and I, you know, talking, she's like, why didn't they add the case number in on this? If they had a case, the case number told them all of this. It's all here, all of it. And I'm like, I know. I kept good notes. I typed everything up so nobody could say they couldn't read my handwriting. I mean, the whole freaking 9 yards. And so, you know, there's definitely a lesson to be learned in everything. We paid for, you know, for additional things like aftermarket warranty that does absolutely nothing for us. Nothing. And we paid, I want to say $5,500 for this when we got the trailer. We paid for a service plan that they don't let us use because they say, we don't have that, when it's very clearly written on their wall. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, it's been an interesting feat. I'm hoping that it is now over. Lazy Days, I'm not done with you. It's not happening. I'm getting some refunds you owe me on the service plans and all these other things, plus my gap insurance, which is no good to me because I should have never paid a gap insurance. It should have never happened. But we paid, I want to say it's like $1,400 for a gap insurance when we sold our house and put that money into our trailer, so we didn't have a payment. We paid off, so gap insurance does nothing. And then the lady called, or when she called, I tried to call her back at Lazy Days, and I left a message saying I had some questions that I needed to deal with. I have not heard back from them. Not once. Not once at all. Now I have Grand Design going, what the hell? And they're contacting Lazy Days in my stead because they won't return my phone call. So I don't know what we're going to do here. I don't know what's going to happen. I have a lady that I just think, I believe I've dealt with her on more than one occasion. She does not know her job very well. And quite honestly, she's lazy. Instead of writing things down the right way, she's like, oh, it just printed wrong, shift it all the way down. I'm like, then this one's worse, because the other one said my gap insurance was like $600. This one's telling me that my gap insurance is like $14, so it was better the other way. So I don't understand. I kind of understand. I understand that the trailer world has blown up in the last couple of years. I get it. I understand that you guys are getting more work and making more money and but don't forget who put you there. Don't do it. If you do it, you might end up in worse trouble, because I know I'm not the only customer that's irritated. I've gone in there and watched people in the service department go there to have work done and having to go back and back and back. So, after Monday and Manic Monday and Feeding the Monster, I actually think we're finally going to get somewhere with Grand Design getting involved now. This Grand Design thing, they did their paperwork wrong, and that's why they're trying to, and that's why the warranty part is up. They can't do it they have to do their paperwork right, so they're not even doing the paperwork right. So they're calling, and I highly appreciate it. I'm happy to talk to one lady again. I don't want to give any names. She's always been very pleasant, very sweet. She's always bent over backwards to try to help us, and for that I'm very, very thankful. I appreciate you very much. So I think we're gonna do one more dab, and then we're gonna call it quits. Okay. So again, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button right down there to like this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the Weedy family here on YouTube, where I am trying to make sure I'm here at least 3 days a week. I'm trying to find some other fun stuff to do that we can use cannabis with. And I have found that through Manic Monday, using cannabis with those things has been extremely helpful to me. If you guys are doing that too and you're watching the series, write down in the comments below how you guys, you guys like it. Is there something we can change? Is there something we can do with it? As always, guys, fuck cancer, fuck anxiety, fuck depression. In with the good and out with the bad. Yeah, that burn. It's definitely there. But it leaves quickly, so. So thank you guys for joining me today with this wonderful review. I hope to see you back again next time. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Mwah! As always, I love you. Have a beautiful day, guys. Bye.